For as long as I can remember, there has been something in my dreams, not a monster or a demon, just a silent figure that never chases me, never speaks, and never moves. It only stands there watching, and every time I dream I feel it before I see it. A heavy pressure in my chest, and that instinctive fear you get when someone is behind you even when you know you're alone. And I always wake up with my heart racing, unable to remember anything except one terrifying detail: I wasn't alone. The dreams are never exactly the same, but they always end the same way. Sometimes I am in my childhood home standing in a hallway that feels longer than it should be. Sometimes I'm in an unfamiliar room with flickering lights, and sometimes I'm nowhere at all, surrounded by darkness. And then I feel it. I turn slowly, and there it is, a human-shaped silhouette standing perfectly still, too tall and too dark, with no face or eyes, just an outline darker than the shadows around it. And when I try to move, my body won't respond. When I try to scream, nothing comes out. And the fear isn't about being attacked, it's the fear of being recognized, because every time I look at it, something inside me whispers that I know it. Eventually the dreams begin bleeding into my waking life. I hesitate before turning corners. I avoid mirrors late at night, and I sleep with the lights on even though I tell myself I don't need to anymore. And sometimes I wake up suddenly at 3 in the morning with the overwhelming certainty that someone is standing at the foot of my bed. But when I sit up and look around, there's nothing there, and still the feeling lingers, heavy and suffocating, like a presence that just stepped out of sight. I convince myself it has to be paranormal, so I research shadow figures, sleep paralysis, demons, and night terrors, and I find countless stories of people seeing tall, faceless shapes watching them while they sleep. But their stories are about something invading them, while mine feels different, like something waiting for me to notice it again. So I start writing my dreams down, every detail, every emotion, every recurring image, and slowly patterns begin to appear. The places repeat: a narrow hallway with a cracked mirror at the end, a small room with a single flickering light, and a door that never opens, no matter how hard I push. And I realize they aren't random at all. They're familiar, too familiar. They're places from my past that I shouldn't remember this clearly. And every time the figure appears, the dream cuts out right before something else happens. Like my mind is stopping a recording before it reaches a certain point. And that's when the thought hits me: what if the figure isn't there to scare me? What if it's there to stop me from remembering? I start digging deeper into my past, looking through old photos, old notebooks, and files I haven't opened in years, and large parts of my childhood feel incomplete, entire years missing. And then I find something I don't remember writing. A single sentence in an old journal that says, "I can't think about it yet," with no date and no explanation. Just those words. And after that the dreams change. The figure starts appearing closer than ever before, not across the room or at the end of the hallway, but close enough that it feels like if I reached out I could touch it. And the fear becomes unbearable, until one night the dream doesn't end the way it usually does. I am standing in the familiar room with the light flickering above me and the figure in front of me. But this time I don't freeze, I take a step forward, and in that moment something inside my mind breaks open. I finally understand that the figure isn't watching me, it's shielding me. It has the shape my mind created to guard a memory. I wasn't ready to face a moment so terrifying that my brain buried it beneath layers of symbolism and fear. And the ghost wasn't haunting my dreams at all. It was protecting me from the truth. I wake up crying, not from fear, but from understanding. And the dreams don't stop after that, they get worse. Because now I know what's behind the figure. And it's no longer standing still. It doesn't need to, because I opened the door. And now every night, when I close my eyes, I see it standing closer than ever, waiting for me to remember the rest.